Welcome back to the Unspoken. And as we lead up to one of the nation's biggest holidays, Veterans Day, first off, salute to our veterans. But secondly, there's no better way to honor them by discussing the top five best modern war films of all time, The Unspoken.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Top five. This is going to be real good. Don't embarrass me this time, guys. All right. That last one was some embarrassing picks. But let's get it started with our honorable mention. Adrian, what's your honorable mention? Come on, let's go with one.
All right. I promised I'd go with one, but I lied. I'm going two this time. Again, hashtag Mo's not the boss of me. But so real quick, so two. So first, Platoon is one of my honorable mentions. That movie had one of the most star-studded casts before they were really stars cast that you ever see. Directed by Oliver Stone, starring Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen, Forrest Whitaker, Johnny Depp, Kevin Dillon, John McGinley. That was my first honorable mention. Great film. Check it out. Definitely about the kids. And then the other one's actually a really recent movie. It was a remake of a movie which was taken from a book, which is All Is Clear on the Western Front. The director was Edward Berger. For the 2022 version, a lot of the actors, I don't know their names. Well, I have their names, but they're not really as popular here in the U.S. because they're German actors. But that'll be my second honorable mention.
Hey, Jamal, come on. Can we get your honorable mention? I know you want to follow the rules.
I guess my honorable mention, man, my honorable mention will probably be Enemy at the Gate.
Oh,
I like that movie. Yeah.
Yes, it was a very impressive movie. That's
a really solid movie. That's a real good movie. My honorable mention is Hotel Rwanda.
nice, very nice,
Very
nice.
Yo, what is the face for?
I feel like you could have done better than that. You could have done better than that.
It's an honorable mention. Honorable mention.
Fine.
Go ahead. What's your honorable mention?
Because it's most honorable mention, you can make sure you click the link up here somewhere and check our full movie review, which is already up on YouTube. But for my honorable mention, I'm going to go with Glory. U.S. Civil War, 1989. Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick, probably near his prime. Good film.
Nice.
Here we go. Let's get it going. Adrian, what's your top five?
All right, number five for me. I'm actually going to go with Dunkirk. My man again, Christopher Nolan, comes out swinging with another great film. Obviously, we know Tom Hardy's one of my favorite actors, so he's in this film as well as Fionn Whitehead. Our review isn't out yet, but keep an eye out, folks, for our Dunkirk review when that lands. So
it's coming. Jamal, what's your top five?
My top five, I'm gonna start with Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Loving you kept me alive.
Had an amazing cast. I definitely loved the picture. It was well put together.
I was not there for Pearl Harbor, but
Pearl Harbor was good.
It was all right.
So my number five is actually Glory. That's my number five. Now, Glory is a great movie. You got the daggone Denzel cry. You got the tear when he's just standing there with the tear. And then you got the song, "Oh my Lord." Man, I be in the shower sometimes and I bust out on that song sometimes. That's a classic movie right there. Chuck, what's your number five?
I'm going number five, Hacksaw Ridge. Andrew Garfield. This is the Battle of Okinawa. This is a true story about an army medic who didn't even want to be involved. He didn't want to kill anybody. And so you're getting a dark, rich story. I think Garfield's best work, Hacksaw Ridge.
No, that is his best work. I think. I agree with you. That is his best work. All right, Adrian, what's your number 4?
My number 4, I'm going with Full Metal Jacket, 1987. Stanley Kubrick. I mean, if that scene in the bathroom doesn't get you, I don't know what will. That was one of the most shocking scenes in the film that I've ever seen. Even though you could have saw it coming, you didn't see it coming. So I'm gonna go with that. That movie starred on Matthew Modine, Vincent D'Onofrio, who I was
going to say early D'Onofrio,
and Adam Baldwin as well. I mean, if you get a chance to watch that movie, that scene within the helicopter, and he's like, "Come and get some." He's just shooting civilians from the helicopter. That movie was a little on the dark side, but it's definitely a classic.
Yeah.
There's also a scene that we're talking about shooting women and kids. That movie's a little. Yeah.
All right, Mo. What's your number 4?
I'm gonna go with Greyhound. Tom Hanks. I'm always a fan of a Tom Hanks movie. It's a movie about the Navy behind enemy lines, and they can't figure out who's friend or foe.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to play a little bit of Battleship to figure out,
Okay. I actually have not seen that one yet.
Definitely gotta check it out.
Is that on Apple TV?
Yeah.
It
looks like it.
Yeah.
We'll take a look.
Yeah.
Mo, what do you got for number 4?
Yo, my number 4 is 13 Hours. This movie is about the Benghazi scandal. The soldiers that we had over there, or the men that we had over there that died trying to protect I believe it was the embassy over there.
Yeah.
This movie, I don't know if it hit me at the right moment. I don't know what it was. But when I watched this movie, I was in tears, okay? Not only was I in tears, after the movie, I got up and went into my room and started working out like, I gotta get better. Yo, this movie inspired me on so many levels. The way that they was fighting, the way that they was ready to die for their brother, it hit me. And so I had to put it on the list. That's
maybe John Krasinski's best work, honestly.
Yo, he was amazing in that movie. Amazing. That's my number 4. Chuck, what's yours?
I'm going Black Hawk Down, 2001. Battle of Mogadishu, I believe this was. Oscar nominations all over the place. Can't beat it. Amazing film.
Yeah.
Right. That's me?
Yeah. Number 3, Adrian.
Number 3. All right, for number 3, I'm going to go with and Chuck, just real quick, that Black Hawk Down, again, great pick. That almost made my list. I'm going to go with Hurt Locker, 2008. Catherine Bigelow won the Oscar for directing this film, starring Jeremy Renner and Anthony Mackie. It placed during the war in Iraq, and it was about the bomb team that will go in and defuse those bombs, and it was one of those films where it was like you really got into the psyche and the mindset of those soldiers, and I really, that part I really liked about it. So that's my number 3.
She went up against her husband in that, right? For the Oscar.
She beat her husband for the Oscar. Yeah.
Exactly. Nice. Good stuff. Avatar, right?
I love it.
All right, Mo, what's your number 3?
Okay. My number 3, I think I'm gonna go with 1917. Beautiful film. All done in one take.
Was it really?
Yes.
So I heard that, but I heard
it. Go back and watch it. You'll see that they.
I heard there's no cuts in it, but there's no way you film that in one take. They're just making it look like it.
See if you can find out where they broke.
I just can't find the breaks yet, but there's no way they didn't film that in one take.
There was also the DiCaprio movie that
I heard
that did that kind of try to do that whole let's do it in one take type of motion to it. I can't remember the name of it either. The one he did with Tom Hardy. We'll cover that one at some point, I'm assuming. But that one take thing motion is I'm digging.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So my number 3 is going to be The Pianist. That's that movie with Adrian Brody. He's one of my favorite actors. Oh, Chuck, what's the face for, man?
You've been fumbling in this list, brother, but keep going.
No, are you kidding me? You haven't seen it, have you? You haven't seen it?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You check that out, and then we'll see if I fumble that. You go ahead with your number 3, because you're being disrespectful right now.
1979, Francis Ford Coppola, Vietnam War, Apocalypse Now. 8 Academy Award nominations. Marlon Brando, Martin Sheen, classic.
Nice.
Agreed. Again, that one almost made my list, but I didn't finish it in time for this list. So next time. So
right, Adrian, what's your number 2? We're getting there. What's your number 2?
Number 2. My number 2 is actually Glory.
I don't blame you.
Big film. Yeah, big film. Like superb acting, superb execution.
And they got some classic guys in there, yeah.
And some real gory battle scenes in that film, which was it gave you the feel for war during that time, where it was just like, cut the leg off. Like if you did bite down the bullet, it was just like whatever you need to do. And then the fact that it was based on a true story. So that was, again, another big part of it for me. So Glory took number 2 for me.
All right, Jamal, what's your number 2?
I'll go with Behind the Enemy Lines. A story of a guy who accidentally takes pictures of some what would you call that? Deaths, like a mass grave.
Yeah.
And gets shot down for it and needs to get across to get himself freed through enemy territory.
Which version are we talking about, Mal? The Owen Wilson version or
Owen Wilson version?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. All right.
Listen. I can't ever put Owen Wilson in the top 5 of any.
I can't either.
Listen, Owen, if you're watching, you can see Chuck and moan about that.
He ain't getting up in my top 5. All right. My number 2 is Schindler's List. I don't know how that haven't popped up in y'all list yet, but Schindler's List is my number 2. I don't even have to go into detail about that. I'm pretty sure we all understand, right? All right.
Yeah, perfect.
Chuck, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is going to be Dunkirk, 2007. Chris Nolan's best work, Germany versus France. Shout out to Cillian Murphy. He didn't get the love he deserves. Great job, great film, great piece.
All right, here we go. Number 1s. All right, Adrian.
There's my drum roll.
I just gave it to you.
So my number 1.
Can I just say real quick? Our number 1 should be unanimous.
It might be.
Yeah, I doubt it. First of all, we got Maul picking movies, so it's not going to be. All right.
How dare you?
I mean, we just went Owen Wilson number 2, so I'm just sorry. But so my number 1, it's my number 1 for a long time now. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, good movie! How'd you do that?
Obviously, sorry, Tom Hanks, Tom Sizemore, Matt Damon, Barry Pepper, young Vin Diesel, Giovanni Ribisi. Again, some real stars came out for this film, and obviously, we all saw it. We all saw what the work they put in on this film.
Yeah, we did.
If you didn't leave that theater feeling a certain way, you're dead inside. But
yes,
that was a great film.
Yeah, it was. What's your number 1, Jamal?
Saving Private Ryan, man. That's my number 1.
There you go.
All right, here we go. My number 1 is Saving Private Ryan. Yo, I can't believe we actually all picked that. Oh, hold on.
Nobody said that. Hold on now.
Hold on. We're going to Charles now.
Here's the problem.
It's going to be like Bambi or something.
No, here's the problem is that I haven't said Schindler's List yet, right?
Yeah.
And listen, the answer is 11 Academy Award nominations. The answer is the number 2 top grossing film in 98 behind my all-time favorite movie of Armageddon. The answer is a project done by Steven Spielberg. The answer is Saving Private Ryan, of course.
It's true.
There you go.
But just understand that Schindler's List, if it's not in your top 5, it should be It can't be anything lower than 6.
Yeah, it's my number 2. By the way, that's because I do movies, fellas. I do movies.
Well played on that. So what you have just witnessed is the Unspoken's official top 5 modern war films of all time. If you want to continue with the Veterans Day theme, we have additional content about the Unspoken's top 5 ancient war films of all time. But until you click that one, we'll holler at you next time.